Good afternoon, everybody. So here is Crystal Lotus channel. My name is Arginio Greco, and today I will show you one of my favorite deck. That's Nefertari Gold Tarot, or the Egyptian Gold Tarot. They're really lovely, and I will show you why. With this lovely gold shining, it's some years I have it, and I will show you this review of these cards, what I think about it. And if you would like a reading for your birthday or relationship, health, work, you can ask me or PM me here on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and we can do reading with these cards. You are most welcome. So let us start here. I've done different sections, so you will see each one by one. So we will start with the sword card. So Ace of Sword. That's already a nice beginning. That's a Horus. That's a very important god, most powerful god of Egypt, the son of Osiris, the sun god, which ruled Egypt. Is very special. Horus is here on the first card, on the ace, the falcon. So there are a lot of Egyptian symbols here. It's Rider-Waite Smith, this card. So two of swords, so two women sharing something. Two of swords, and we have three of swords. The eyes, Horus and Ra eyes. 3, 4 of swords, so that's quite hard card with the red color behind, the swords going down, the lady is worried. 4, 5 of swords. 6 of swords, that's nice, as people are traveling by boat, probably the Nile in Egypt, and there's some fish here. It looks like a water card almost, because you know there is water, but it's still a sword card, because on the Rider-Waite Smith is also boat traveling to go somewhere. 7 of swords, so here is again Horus, the bird. So the lady is praying to the great spirit, because here also Horus, or the bird falcon, means to connection to divine spirit. 8 of swords, so here's interesting picture. Here's a crocodile, and it means something negative. The crocodile in Egypt, they feared a lot because they were in the Nile and it was dangerous for the people to be near the Nile. It could be attacked by crocodile and could cause fatal death. 9 of swords, so that's interesting. That's typical Egyptian picture. So here it is mummification of a person. It's mummified. So there's this lady which is thinking some heavy thoughts, probably because it's 9 of swords, and if she should be mummified, you know, instead of her. So it depends, something going on here. And 10 of swords, so that's again 3 ladies which are thinking a lot and they're worried. They're sitting there. It's a 10 of swords. And you see the background is with the Horus and Ra eyes, so very typical Egyptian symbol and picture of good fortune and good luck, and Ankh symbol, so it's really Egyptian. This card's really good card, really fantastic. So here we have the water card, the cups, the chalice. So already we start with the ace of water with the scarabeo. That's really lovely. That's really Egyptian symbol of good luck and fortune and rebirth, transformation. So here we have an ace of water, of cups. So 2 of cups, that's typical Rider-Waite Smith, so 2 people sharing love. 3 of cups, as lovely people are dancing and celebrating. 4 of cups, chalice, so the lady is kneeling down and the cups like falling down on her. Interesting. 4, 5 of cups, that's quite interesting, funny card. The boy is carrying the cow and going somewhere, and his feet are on the are inside the water. 5, 6 of cups, nice. Those are like Egyptian goddess or queens which are sharing something together. They have long hats, so they're probably queen in the higher dynasty, not normal people, and they're sharing something beautiful. 7 of water cups, so that's really nice. A lot of beautiful picture, a lot of colors, very nice. Cups. 8 of cups, It's again the boy is kneeling down. It's like the Four of Cups is similar. Here is a boy. You see the Four of Cups, there is a lady which is kneeling down and the cups are falling. And the Eight of Cups, the cups are almost everywhere. Here are the cups and here are the cups. And there's a tree, palm. And this tarot is quite difficult to buy this. We don't have always available, so if you would like, we could order for you from our website, from the Lo Scarabeo, from the Italian company. They are done. But these cards are not always available. It's quite rare because it's in papyrus printed, so you know. Nine of Cups, that's very nice. So there is a mother and the children are celebrating with her. Nine of Cups. Then we have 10 of Cups, that's very nice. So there's a celebration going on. So if you like these cards or other cards, we will be glad to ship to you, ship to worldwide from Los Carabeos. They have multi-language booklet in English, in French, in German, Italian, Spanish, and Russian. So if you are interested, we are ready to ship to you any card of this company. Then we have the Wands, so Ace of Wands. So this interesting as a bull. It's a god or Egyptian god of abundance, the bull. We have Two of Wands, sorry. Three of Wands. People are sharing something. Four of Wands, a family. It's very Rider-Waite Smith. Five of Wands, so fighting. Six of Wands. So that's interesting. It's a Wands card, and he's sharing with the cup the water to the tree or to the flower. So that's interesting. Seven of Seven of Wands. So the man is fighting with the crocodile, and there's again water here. There's a fight going on with the crocodile to survive. Seven, Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. So that's interesting that there is a snake, and the snake wants to attack this kind of rabbit or hare, and the hare is trying to defend himself with the wand. So it's, you know, it's quite fantasy card, but it's interesting. Right, and there's a 10 of Wands. So the tower is falling on him, similar to the Tower card. This 10 of Wands. So we have the last element card is the Earth Pentacle, but I will call Ankh card. That will be more correct because the Ankh, that's the most important Egyptian symbol which you see everywhere. It's a feminine symbol. The femininity, it means the Ankh. It's a very strong card for awakening enlightenment. It's like a key, you know. So here we have another god, monkey god, if I'm not wrong. It's a monkey of abundance, Ace of Earth or Ankh. It's very nice. Two of Ankh or Earth, so people celebrating, dancing. Two of Earth. Three of Earth, so again people are dancing and celebrating. It's very optimistic and very happy cards. You see Two of Earth and Three of Earth. Four of Earth, so again people are like putting their hands in the air and being thankful, maybe, or grateful. Five of Earth, so the person is kneeling down and watching the coins that are everywhere. In the water, there's a lot of water and trees. Six of Earth, so there's a balance going on. There's a scale here. Six of Earth. Seven of Earth, so there's a trade going on, sharing something, selling something. Eight of Earth, that's a nice one. It's a tree, so the person is trying to pick up some fruits and put in the vase here. So there's like abundance, like, you know, to harvest. Eight. Nine of Earth, it's very nice. It's like a pharaoh because it has this hat, this big hat. So he's celebrating the sun and being thankful for abundance. Yes, it's really nice. It's 9 of Earth. And we have 10 of Earth as again celebration. That's a goddess, I think, of a tree, of goddess of abundance. This is the person is again thankful for receiving all the abundance. So they're really nice and cool cards. Of course, you should love the Egyptian mythology and civilization, but they're really fantastic. So here we have the court cards. So I put the separate so you can have a look. So instead of the knight, like in the Rider-Waite Smith cards, they have only horse. So probably they didn't have knights. So there is only a lot of horse, so it could be a little bit confusing in the beginning, but then you get used to. There's a horse, there's a hunk of horse of earth, so that's again a work, there's the same symbol to service, nice horse. And then there is a horse of water, or knight of horse. I wouldn't say knight, because the knight should be somebody riding, it should be a horse of water, something like that, but really beautiful, like shining. And then there is the sword of horse of knight, that's quite restless. That's interesting, it's moving fast somewhere, and there's the wand of horse of knight. So they're really nice. They're the horses, they're all horse here, no people. So interesting. Every horse means something according to their elements, Then we come to the queens. There's a queen of earth of Ankh. So very nice. So the king and the queen in Egypt, they didn't have really like a crown. They had something different. They have a different dress. There's a lot of symbols, to translate. Very interesting, like hieroglyphs, hidden meaning. So there's a queen of wands. That's really nice. She has these flowers and abundance and joy. They're really lovely. Then there is a queen of swords. So she's sitting on the chair, It's lovely. Then we have queen of water. That's really nice. It's like a mother taking care of the child. This kind of picture I already saw other cards, not Rider-Waite, but in the Indian Vision Quest cards. I saw that they have a mother which is taking care of the child. That's interesting, like a cup, what the mother always loves its child unconditional. Then we have the page, and the page are quite different here. And somebody always something wants to learn here. Here's a cup, chalice of a page, so wants to learn something. And there's a chalice of air, so it's moving somewhere, learning something. And the chalice of earth of Ankh, pentacle, so learning something, counting something. The page are always learning something here. Like, the Egyptian people were always learning something. That's why they invented everything. What we have today, which they were very intelligent, like astrology, mathematics, paper, pyramids, so many things, tarot. So they're always learning something. They're always learning something. They're really interesting. And then you have the king, which will be the pharaoh. So this is a pharaoh picture, pharaoh sword. So he's the king, he's the ruler here. There is the king here, king of earth of Ankh. So he looks a very strong and stable man. There's a king of cup, that is a pharaoh, so he has the water and he's sharing in the pots. It's a king of water. And there's a king of wands, which is also interesting. He's surrounded by these flowers, so means abundance, and he's very wise and very strong. So the king cards are really very strong and very nice. So here we have the small arcanas and the people, the pages and the king. Now we will go to the main cards. That's the big arcana. So the big arcana, it's a typical Rider-Waite-Smith, but the picture are a little bit something different, and they have done an interesting change, which nowadays we don't see often. In tarot, I will show you later. So stay on the line. So here it is the Fool. It could be the first or the last card, and this is interesting. It's the Fool, which is making fool of himself, dancing, and there is the cat. So the cat is like wants to play with this person, and he is like a fool, fooling himself and the cat. So that's very interesting. It's different than the Rider-Waite-Smith, because there the fool is like falling down from the cliff if he's not careful, but here he's playful. There's the magician, the first card, typical magician card. So he has all the elements, the wands, the swords, the water and the earth for starting something new. Magician. Then there is the empress. The high priestess, not the empress, the high priestess. Empress and high priestess, similar. And this is a typical Rider-Waite-Smith with the two tower here, two poles, different colors, and she's making a balance here. So it's really nice, like a priestess, And 3/3 is the Empress, like I said before. So she's sitting on her throne. Very wise, very strong lady, a lot of wisdom. Very nice. And then there is the 4, that's the Emperor, that's typical Emperor. So let's say the Pharaoh. That's Egyptian symbol, Horus, eyes, Scarabäus, and a lot of interesting pictures. 5, 5th, so that's the Hierophant. But here is not a Pope, but here is Pharaoh. This should be Osiris because he had the white hat, and he's ruling over the people, and they should listen to him. He's the Hierophant, the Pharaoh, no, the boss. The 6, the lovers. This is really nice. The 2 people are hugging each other in romance, and there is a bird here, a gibbs vulture, which is flying over as a good luck. It's really nice. And we have 7, then we have the Chariot. I don't know if the Egyptian had the Chariot on those days, but it's interesting, this picture. The Chariot, and there are the 2 birds here, 2 vulture, different colors. So that's very interesting. And here is the big change. I mean, actually it was like this, the Rider-Waite. Before the Rider-Waite, the tarot, they put the original number for the justice, 8. Instead of the 11, they put the 8, and in the 11 is the 4. So this is the big change, which usually you don't see nowadays in the tarot. So the justice is nice. There's a goddess of justice, and there is Osiris here, something learning, and the scale. So it's very interesting. And the 9 is the typical hermit here. It's nice. He's taking his light of wisdom. Very wise person, very strong. Interesting. And we have 10. It's typical wheel card. So there's the wheel, the vulture, some people, some animal, lion or something. So wheel. Then here is the change. Here should be the 4. So here is the 4th. But it's the justice usually in the 11. But before it was like this. So it's interesting, this the 4th, the lady is holding with her strength to open the mouth of the lion. It's very interesting. We have 12, then we have the hanged man. But it's not really a hanged man like you see usually in the Rider-Waite. It's like a pharaoh. That's again, pharaoh has this hat. The color of the hat was different because it depends which part of the Nile you were ruling of Egypt. If you were down or up, so they had different hat, white and red color. I think upper part was Osiris, and down part was maybe his brother's set. So I'm not so sure, but something like that. But it's different. It's not a hanged man because he's holding a stick here. And he's holding the head of this person, and so wants to punish him. So he wants to punish him for his deeds or something like that. It's quite brutal. But this they used to do in Egypt, this kind of punishment. Then 13, that's a really strong death. Let's say Anubis. And this is really strong, the god of death, the Shakal. The god of transformation, of the unknown, of the mystery. It's really strong and really interesting, this card. And 2 people, it's interesting they put the people here, man and woman. That's really interesting, this card, that 14. Then we have the Temperance. That's not the angel here, but there's a woman with wings. So it's quite known, this picture. And it's about balance and spirituality, awakening. That's really nice, this card. So 15, we have the devil. So they don't have the devil, but they had a crocodile, which was very dangerous for the people. And people were scared of the crocodile, and the crocodile controlled, let's say, people's life, because people should be careful when they go to the Nile, no? So there's a crocodile here. Or alligator, no? 15, then we have 16, the tower. So instead of the tower, which is falling down like the Rider-Waite, meet you of the obelisk. So it makes sense, because in Egypt they built also obelisk. That's why today we have some obelisks around the world, which are inspired by the Egyptian civilization. So the obelisk is falling down and is breaking here. So people are trying to hold, but it will fall and break, the obelisk. Interesting. Then we have one of my favorite card here, the star. 16, 17, so the star. That's really nice. There's this lady holding this hat here. It's a kind of priestess maybe, and the star and the universe. It's really nice. This star, really optimistic. And 18, so we have like a mystical card. So there are two, I wouldn't say dog because they have long ears up. So it could be shakals. And there's moon, there's altar, so there are the two pyramids. It's interesting to look at these pyramids. There's a white and black pyramid, so there are two different color pyramid. So meaning two different choices, like you make in the moon, and there's the moon here. This is the lesser golden color, I know. I don't know why, but it's like that. But it's interesting, very quite mystical and mystery, And again, the dogs, two color, white and black pyramid, white and black. So two choices, yin and yang, male and female energy. So it's very interesting. This moon is quite mystical. Then we have the 19. That's the beautiful sun, very hot, very strong and positive. It's really shining, really beautiful sun, very strong sun. 20, we have the judgment, but it's not really a judgment like you see usually, that people are rising from the dead. But here's a mummification. There's a mummy, and the person either is preparing the mummy to be mummified and to resurrect again, to be born again in the afterlife. That's what the Egypt used to believe. So it's very interesting, very Egyptian symbol, this one. Really interesting. And the last card is the 21. That's the world. And that's a very famous picture which has been done. This is like one person live and then dies, and the soul moves forward like the next life, like a transformation, or moving forward, or leaving the past behind, the old things, to start new again. It's a very typical Egyptian picture in the pyramids. So this is the final card. So what is my personal thought about this card? I have some years. I'm using this for a lot of reading for people. So if you would like reading, you can contact me, no problem, on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, Crystal Lotus. Says that's the website. And I really like those cards, are really good, and the gold shining, it's really fantastic, and the Egyptian symbol, really good, really nice card, and it's original papyrus, so that's the paper which the Egyptian people used all those days, and a lot of Egyptian symbol and secrets and Ankh and Mummy, Egyptian god Horus and Osiris, and so many things. It's a really nice, strong card. You have to a little bit know maybe Egypt. It will help you to have more information when you do a reading, why it is like this and like that. And it is, let's say, 90% Rider-Waite-Smith based cards, but the Arcana, they change some pictures, and the meaning is quite a little bit different again. So this card, and they are good to hold in your hands. The box of the cards is not worth it. It's really slobby cards, so not so good. The booklet, information cards is not so interesting, so that's a minus. But and they're also not so cheap, these cards. They are a little bit more expensive and difficult to get. And my rating for this card is absolutely 10. 10 out of 10. 10 is the maximum. I would give 10 because they're really fantastic and really good and really strong, these cards. And really, I would not say less. Okay, if they have done a paper, better paper, more fat, more stable paper, or maybe better booklet about more about Egyptian god or Egyptian meanings, it would have been better, even more great. But the cards are really great. So I hope you like this video. So comment on below, subscribe. So I wish you wonderful days from Crystal Lotus channel, Argenio.